Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, my brothers and sisters, welcome to another edition, another episode of our Good Morning Devotional. We are so grateful and thankful to be here on today. It's your boy, Pastor Corey Allen Duncan Sr., privileged to be the senior pastor of the City of Hope Community Church. The virtual pastor of Hope Nation, people all across this country connected to our ministry, and also your virtual grief coach. Thank you for the opportunity to walk with you in this season of grief. This is our Good Morning Daily Devotional, where we help you to navigate through grief one day at a time. That's right. We are strategically and intentionally focused on those who are grappling with grief, those who have lost loved ones, those who are in a season of mourning. And we want you to mourn meaningfully, understanding that grief is what you feel on the inside. Mourning is how it is expressed on the outside. We don't want you to suppress it. We want you to address it. So we want you to be able to navigate through grief one day at a time. We want you to be able to mourn meaningfully. And so I thank you for tuning in each and every day to receive this grief bite, to receive just a quick small devotional that's going to help you to navigate through your grief process. It is not easy wherever you are as it relates to your grief journey, whether it's fresh and brand new, and you are grappling with the loss or the transition of a loved one very recently, or whether it was 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago, right? That grief is a journey that you navigate through for the rest of your life, right? And you continue to move forward. You continue to navigate through your journey as best as you can. You build your team. You build your team of people that help you to progress through. And I'm grateful and thankful to have the opportunity to be on your team today. So let's get into it, y'all. Today is Friday the 13th. We're talking about your grief, your experience. Your grief, your experience. I love it. It's good. It's going to be short. Here it is. Look at this quote from Oscar Wilde. Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. You already know that you are a unique individual, that there's nobody like you. Nobody has your fingerprint. Nobody has your genetic makeup. You are one of a kind. You are a masterpiece. God made you. He created you, and he broke the mold. What you got to know and understand about yourself and about your life is that even when it comes to grief, right, we understand the unique characteristics of ourselves as it relates to just life in general, that we are unique in and of ourselves. But even when it comes to grief, you got to understand that it's your grief and your experience, that there is a unique individualistic aspect that even comes to grief. And when it comes to grief, look, be yourself, because everybody else is already taken. You don't have to copy or pattern yourself or mimic yourself after what other people are doing, right? Sometimes we'll be like, well, dang, I wonder if I should be crying like they crying. Or we'll look at me like, dang, I wonder if I should be feeling like they feeling. Or we'll look at somebody else doing something, dang, I wonder if I should be doing that. I wonder if I should be doing that. We'll look at other people's experiences and wonder if we should be doing the things that they're doing. And what you got to understand about grief is you have to be yourself, because everybody else is already taken. Watch this. We are mourners. We are mourners. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. We are mourners. You got to laugh sometime. We are mourners, but no two of us are traveling the exact same grief journey. Our grief is unique, shaped by our one-of-a-kind histories, personalities, relationships with the people who died, spiritual or religious backgrounds, circumstances of the death, support systems, and other factors. We are mourners. We are mourners. Here it is. But no two of us are traveling the exact same grief journey. I made this statement before, and I want to say it again. This is so true, y'all, because we can be in the same storm, but in two different boats, right? We can be in the exact same storm. Think about if we are on a boat out on the water. We're in the same storm, and if a storm rolls up on us, we're in the same storm, but we're in two different boats. Let me say it like this. You could be in the same storm. Has it ever stormed and you looked out the window, right? And we're in the same storm, but your neighbor across the street, y'all are in two different houses, right? Same storm, two different houses, two different experiences. That's the way grief is. We can be in the same storm, but still have two different experiences, right? I told you before, when my father died, somebody said, "Man, I know just how you feel. My father died too." And I just kind of paused for him. I'm like, "Oh yeah," I'm like, "For real? Was y'all close?" Nah, I really didn't meet him till I was older, till I was an adult. I said, "Oh, okay. Well, y'all, so did y'all become like real tight even after that?" Nah, not really. I didn't know him growing up, but then I got to know him, but we never really got close like that. So then I'm thinking to myself, you don't know exactly how I feel, because although we're in the same storm, we are in two totally different boats. We have two totally different experiences, and you don't know exactly how I feel. This is what you got to know, that we are mourners, but no two of us are traveling the exact same grief journey. Our grief is unique. It's unique. It's one of a kind. It's shaped by our one of a kind histories and personalities and relationships with the people who died, spiritual or religious backgrounds, circumstances of the death, support systems, and other factors. Grief is unique. Check this out. We grieve as only we would grieve. And we need to mourn in ways that work for us. Y'all hear that? Grieve as only you would grieve. And you mourn in ways that work for you. You can't look at other people and be like, "Oh, well, maybe I should be doing that. Oh, maybe I should be doing that. Maybe I should be." Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. We mourn in ways that are unique to us, right? That we don't have to look at other people and try to follow their pattern, try to follow their example, trying to follow what they're doing. You have to mourn in ways that are unique to you. Here it is. When others tell us we must do this or do that, we have the right to ignore them, right? We have the right to ignore people who try to, the grief is not linear. We got the right to ignore people who try to make us mourn or grieve the way they grieve, right? Who try to make us, Jesus. We have the right to ignore people who try to make us conform to their image of what they believe grief to be. Here it is. This is what you got to say to yourself. I'll be myself in grief, and you be yourself. Everybody else is already taken. I'll be myself in grief. My gut instincts will tell me what's right for me and what's not. I'll be myself in grief. You be yourself, because everybody else is already taken. My gut instincts will tell me what's right for me and what's not. Today is Friday the 13th. Your grief, your experience. Look, I hope that was clear. I hope it made sense. I hope you are able to lean and glean from that. Your grief, your experience, right? Your grief, your experience. Look, I love y'all with the love of the Lord. Meet us back here tomorrow at 8 a.m. for another Grief Bite. Share this if it was a blessing to you. I hope you have a phenomenal Friday. I'm praying for you. Let's go.